Hey, if you are headed out this afternoon, you notice there's a lot of wind out there. A cold front blew through this morning, and gusty winds are around all day long, and they're not going to die off until later tonight in most areas. So wind advisory in effect until 3 a.m. Wednesday for the valley. The gust highest in the lower valley, where we have the advisory in Cameron, Wilsey, and Kennedy counties. Now, it's windy everywhere, but the advisory is just for those counties. So why is that? Well, I mean, when you look at the wind gusts, they're pretty much the same everywhere. Gusts to about 30 to 35 miles per hour in the lower valley, slightly less the farther inland you get, but fairly similar. Gusts all from the north and northwest, but the sustained wind speed is a little higher the closer you get toward the coast. If you see some of the color shadings there where it gets a little more orange looking, that's where some of the strongest winds are along the coast. But generally, the closer you are through Cameron and Wilson counties and toward the coast, the stronger the winds are. But in most everywhere, pretty windy this afternoon. Futuretrack, this is at 3 p.m. Still shows a lot of wind around. The sustained winds without the gust forecast, again, to be highest near the coast, shows 30 miles per hour at South Padre Island. Gradually, by later this evening, notice the winds come down inland, but still remain fairly windy along the coast later this evening and tonight. So the wind advisory continues until 3 a.m. for Cameron and Wilsey counties, but the strongest winds by late tonight may be just right along the coast. And then tomorrow, a little windy or breezy near the coast, but a lot less wind compared to what we have today. So today we're looking for windy and colder weather. Temperatures not getting any warmer, even though we usually hit our warmest part of the day in the afternoon. We're pretty much stuck where we are right now in the 50s. Wind gusts, they're still out there all afternoon, gusting to about 30 to 40 miles per hour in their highest points. And then still on Wednesday, still staying cool. It won't be as windy tomorrow, but temperatures may have a hard time even getting above the 60-degree mark in parts of the valley. But it will be a little sunnier and, again, not as windy. Temperatures right now stuck in the 50s. We're at 54 in Harlingen, 51 in Edinburgh, 57 in Rio Grande City. A slightly warmer 62 at South Padre Island. But like I said, temperatures not climbing much at all the rest of the day, kind of just sitting steady in the 50s. Now, by later this evening, if you're out, still going to be kind of on the windy side, but temperatures go from the 50s gradually into the upper 40s late this evening and should bottom out eventually into the lower to middle 40s and the coldest of spots late tonight. But generally, by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, these are about the temperatures you should feel if you're up around 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, probably in the mid-40s in most spots, 50s right along the coast and over eastern Cameron and Wilsey counties, but a pretty chilly night all around. First 1.5 Doppler Network is, we'll say, mostly dry. You know, if you go out there, it's just like that little bit of drizzle or sprinkles, kind of annoying stuff, where it's not enough where you really need an umbrella, and you can't use the umbrella anyway because it's windy, but where it's kind of just, you know, hits you once in a while in the face, little sprinkles and stuff, and eventually it's more annoying. But generally, if you're out for just a few minutes, you're not going to get that wet. But there are a couple of little bursts of some, we'll call them slightly heavier sprinkles and light rain showers, mainly coming through parts of Cameron County right now, anywhere from near Bluetown and near San Benito, northeastward through Combs and toward Arroyo City. So this is probably about as heavy as it's going to get, and in just very few locations. You might get a little quick shower, but mostly some sprinkles and drizzle in spots. And most of the bigger rain going pretty far to the north. Satellite radar shows most of the clouds that are carrying the rain passing by to the north. And Futuretrack this afternoon shows, again, most of the showers out there in the Gulf away from us. But clouds do remain intact today. Stays pretty windy this afternoon, especially in the lower valley. By tonight, more clouds around. Probably won't be much, if any, sprinkles. Maybe a few little sprinkles or light showers near the coast. But I think later tonight, if you're outdoors, it's just going to be windy, chilly, and dry for the most part. And tomorrow morning when you wake up, too, should be dry, maybe a sprinkle near the coast. But we should see the sun begin to break through tomorrow. If it's not out in some areas in the morning, I think by midday, around 11 a.m. or noon, most places will be back into mostly sunny skies, maybe a few more clouds near the coast. And then by tomorrow night, still another chilly night. I think Wednesday could be another night when we're in the 40s for lows by Thursday morning. But after that, the warming trend starts up. And if you're a fan of warm weather, the sunshine will eventually make it pretty warm again by the weekend. So today, cloudy, windy, some light showers and sprinkles, temperatures stuck in the 50s. And not going anywhere the rest of the day. If you have a little digital thermometer outside your window at home, watch it kind of just hang there, probably within a few degrees of what it is right now. So by tonight, we'll drop down into the 40s, primarily dry overnight, just kind of cold, still a little on the windy side, especially in Cameron and Wilsey counties. Remember, the wind advisory goes until 3 a.m. in Cameron and Wilsey counties. And the first 1.5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast, pretty good turnaround by the weekend. If you're looking at the weather and thinking, man, I hope it clears out by the weekend, well, good news for you. 50s to near 60 tomorrow and some breaks in the clouds. And then Thursday may see a few more clouds. There's kind of a little disturbance going to our north, may cloud up things a bit. But then by Friday, we're back into mostly sunny skies near 77. And look at the weekend, 80s for highs. And maybe getting a little breezy by Sunday. There could be another cold front coming in later on Monday, so we may see temperatures drop on Tuesday coming up after that. We'll track that in your first 1.5 forecast throughout the week here on Channel 5 News at noon.